Hi, my name is Dr. Tejaswini Trivedi, and today we'll talk a little bit about cellular aging. So, you must have heard a lot of people say in the market that there is this antioxidant trend. Everybody wants to use antioxidants. Whenever you go on a holiday, beach holiday, where there's a lot of sun, you have to use antioxidants in your skincare. Do you wonder why? And even even you must have heard people taking supplements which have antioxidants in them. Also, a lot of football players, a lot of sports people, sports personalities taking antioxidants in the first half of the day. Why do you need these antioxidants? You must wonder, right? So for that, we'll have to understand how does aging happen and what causes aging. And for that, you have to understand cell injury at a very small level, right? What is cell injury and how does it happen and what causes cell injury and how can you prevent that from happening, right? So the two most common causes, there are two causes of cell injury, and we'll look at the most common cause and second most common cause. The most common cause of cell injury is free radical injury. Second most common cause of cell injury is telomerase shortening, and the rest we don't need to focus on right now. Free radical injury happens because of a lot of things, right? A lot of factors. The air that we inhale, the food that we eat, the water that we drink, the things that come into contact of our skin surface area. These are the three things. Fourth thing is the sunlight, the UV, all the UV spectrum, UVA and UVB, and a lot of other things. UV light also causes cell injury directly as it comes into contact of your skin. These are all the things that cause cell injury. So the food that we eat, let's say for example, there's a lot of pesticides, organophosphates that are there these days. The food that we eat is not very organic, not very pure in form like the olden days. And the air that we breathe, you already know there's a lot of emissions that are there. Let's say for example, you live in New Delhi and there's a lot of pollution that you're breathing into your skin. That also causes free radical injury. So now if you think that, oh my god, what am I supposed to do if everything is just causing problems, it's going to cause aging much faster than normal, then what can I do to prevent it, right? So this was the first thing, free radical injury. Second is telomerase. Is an immortality gene, but telomeres, when these telomeres shorten in length, that also causes cell injury. So for that, you have to understand what's a chromosome and centromere. So if you look at a chromosome, then the ends of the chromosomes, these are the telomeres. The telomeres are very these, the ends of the chromosome, the length of this is very long when you are born as a newborn baby, and when the length becomes small and small, it becomes nil. At that time, that's when we die. So the point is, if every time a cell divides, that is what causes the telomeres to shorten, right? So that was the second thing, that is the shortening of the telomeres. And how can you prevent the shortening of the telomeres? That is by telomerase. Telomerase is the immortality gene, which is going to prevent telomeres from shortening, right? So that was the second most common cause of cell injury, which is telomeres shortening. The first one was free radical injury. Now, how can you prevent free radical injury? That is, God has given us this wonderful thing, that is, we can prevent it from happening. First is we can incorporate these things in our diet. Vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E is what we studied in MBBS. Our pathology professor said that you don't have to think that everything that why this cell injury you can't prevent only. No, there are ways to prevent cell injury from happening. That is through our diet. That is vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin E. If you incorporate in your diet, then cell injury won't happen. Apart from that, there is this superoxide dismutase, and then these other enzymes. Apart from that, these other ways in which we can prevent this Fenton's reaction from happening and prevent cell injury. But this was my take on cell injuries and why are these antioxidants so important to incorporate in your skincare and your supplements and everywhere, and why these sports people personalities also incorporate them in their daily routine. And that is what I wanted to talk about. That was my take on cell injury. Goodbye, take care.